Aries, you are up for the July Love Energy Reading. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Podcasts carried everywhere. As for the reading, take what resonates, leave what does not. If it is not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Also, the July general readings are already up for all of the signs. The July general readings are already up for all of the signs. Obviously, this is the love. I will start working on the money readings for all of the signs for July. I'm a little bit behind schedule, but the readings I'm getting them done. So the money readings will be coming out soon as well for all the signs. All right, so let's get into this. This is a little bit similar to Libra's reading, but not so much. Libra's situation was just focused on guilt and trust. So guilt came out during this, and it says, don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. Some of you might be rethinking what you did in a previous relationship, or there may have been something where there was guilt on the other side, and you're carrying that with you, which is kind of what Libra was doing. If some of you have Libra in your chart, meaning like your rising sign is Libra, or your moon, or your Venus, or what have you, then you may want to consider checking out the Libra reading, the Libra love reading specifically. So yeah. Now, second oracle card that came out is challenges. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. Now, for some of you, and I'll just be honest, Aries, I feel like this may have been a situation where this guilt, you may have went with someone else that you thought was your, I guess you could say your twin flame or your true love or whatever. And I'm pretty sure you found out they were a false person. If that is not your story, don't try to make it fit. Doesn't have to be. That's just one of the timelines that I'm discussing right now. But regardless of whether you stepped out or if they stepped out, this is saying challenges. That's something that happens in a relationship. Now, other card that came out is let go. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. So with this, there may be I guess you could say a messy situation where you have multiple parties, because at the bottom of the tarot deck is the Three of Swords. So that's letting me know it's extreme pain, but usually Three of Swords involves more than one part, well, more than two people. It's usually a third party involved. So with that, instead of trying to repair relationships that might have been destroyed, this is saying just take a step back and let it go and let the universe work it out. It's kind of like you can say your piece, but don't try to force anything. Because the other card that came out is soul. It says your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust the process. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust the process. And honestly, like the title says, I feel that this is an old connection versus a new connection. Regardless of the dynamic of how one is an old connection and how one is a new connection, I still feel like it's old connection versus new connection. At the bottom of the oracle deck, it says union. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. Something said, read it again. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. So this is union. Now, let's talk about the cards. Aries, for some of you, you are definitely dealing with a Cancer. Just saying. Because two of the cards that came out are Cancer cards. Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, water specifically, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But definitely Cancer energy, and the Chariot, definitely Cancer energy about moving forward. Also, something is saying use your intuition as well with moving forward. Some of you might be traveling too with the Chariot card. There might be some type of travel involved. Maybe you're traveling to this person or they're traveling to you. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. Now, when this card came out, which is the two of candles in this deck, but it's two of wands. This gave me twin flame energy, but in the reverse. So I'm like a false twin flame, a false person. I feel like whoever this other party was, someone thought that this other party was their one, which is why they went ahead and pursued it. But then they found out, nope, that's not it. That's not it. And it was like, okay. So with the Lovers coming out, meaning a choice being made. With the Two of Cups, more water energy. Lovers is Gemini energy. Two of Cups, meaning a partnership. And then Temperance, Sagittarius energy. And notice, two more cups again. Two older people spending time together. Temperance is about balance and moderation. It is about healing as well. And Temperance is also about stability. But we have the Lovers, the Two of Cups, which is a partnership, and Temperance. Whatever it is with this old connection, this is somebody who's looking to do equal give and take. Is what they're looking to do. It's just the point of leaving the Three of Swords behind. It's feathers in this deck, but the feathers are the swords. Leaving that energy behind and moving forward. And if this is resonating with you, where somebody, whether it was you or them, stepped out with the third party thinking that that third party was the one, and then they found out, no, this isn't the connection that I thought it was. Then if you're starting over, if you're letting the universe bring your souls back together for a union, and now I'm just looking under this, under union is bond, where your bond is growing stronger after this. The best way for your bond to grow stronger is to not get hung up on the guilt and focus on moving forward. If you move forward and get past this Three of Swords energy, then the Wheel of Fortune energy is what you get, in addition to, which is under the Wheel of Fortune, is the Sun. And now I'm just seeing all of this. And then under the Sun is the Six of Wands, which is victory. So you have happiness, expansion, and victory. With the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and the Six of Wands. Lots of fire energy, Leo energy specifically. So with that, this is a big deal. And again, going back to Sagittarius, because Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy, because it deals with expansion. It's fixed, but it's Jupiter energy. Jupiter is Sagittarius' ruling planet. Temperance is also a Sagittarius card too. Some of you might be dealing with a Sagittarius. All right? But that's where we're at on this. So it's old connection versus the new connection. And with the old connection, it's kind of like, well, this is where we're at. It's just the point of, do you want to let go and let the universe do its thing, or will you try to sort of force things in a certain direction? This is saying don't try to force it in a certain direction. If you just stand back and let the universe do what it does, then everything should fall into place anyway. So old connection versus new connection. And that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Until next time, Aries, be blessed.